King Collector here, and welcome back to the Speedboat series. This is the first video on the boat in 2023. It's part 5, and in this part we're just going to be fixing this dashboard because it was a terrible design. So don't expect this video to be very long, but anyways, let's get right into it. So as you can see, I have been tearing it apart off video. It was pretty boring anyway. You didn't miss out on much, but anyways, the main things we're fixing are this. Like, that's not good at all. That's a terrible design. I don't know why I accepted that, but I did because I'm an idiot. And I was able to trace out a cardboard sensor that literally is perfect with the contour of the boat. So we're going to make a new one of those, and then we're going to extend the dash this way, meaning this whole thing is going to move back here a little bit just to give us more room up here for electronics and whatnot. So let's get right into it then. So the first thing we're going to replace is this wall right here that sits right there, because look at that. That is not good. So that's what we're going to fix first. So I am going to take the bottom measurement, hopefully anyway, and try to go from there. Okay, I had a scene of me cutting this, but of course the memory card is probably on its last leg because it did not save it. It corrupted for some reason. But anyways, I'm going to see if this fits. It's pretty snug, but we can make that work. It's not a big deal. More importantly, the sides are... Alright, so I got it mounted in there. This is temporary. I'm not going to keep this. Basically, I'm just going to switch it out with like a 1x1 that goes the entire length, but I don't have any 1x1s right now. But as you can see, it is so much better. Of course, it's not perfect, but it is so much better than the old one. So now this thing sits flush with the top of the boat itself. As you can see, it's like almost perfect. And it'll sit flat like that, basically. And it's going to be extended this way now. So this is going to have to be replaced with a new one. Alright, so let's do that real quick too. Alright, so using my real contour gauge, the one that works a lot better than my stupid thing that I made, I picked this up at Harbor Freight, by the way. It's about, I think, like $15 or something like that. Pretty cheap and pretty handy. So pretty much all you have to do is just line it up straight and then start pushing. And then you can see that it pushes all the pins outward. And there you go. You have your contour, and then you can trace with a pencil along the edge. So that's how I did it on this top piece. Did it for both sides, and now it's ready to be cut. There we go. Let's hope it's correct. There we go. Look at this fitment. It is perfect. Other side is exactly the same, and it went in with very little trouble. Same thing over here. That is perfect fitment. I'm going to grab this windshield and put it up there and just see what it looks like. Now, it doesn't look too much different from afar, but when you come up here, the edges of the windshield literally line up with this corner now, which it didn't before. So it's like basically meant to be. That's great. Alright, so now I want to change this too, make it wider. Probably get about like 1.5 inches to 2 inches more space, which is pretty needed because it is still very small. So the only problem with that is I don't really have any wood left. It's not wide enough from here to here, so I don't know. I'll try to figure something out, I guess. If you're enjoying the series, make sure to hit the like button and subscribe if you haven't already. I really hope this turned out alright. There's obviously no going back on that. Alright, so it is the next day. I was rushing to get this done because I was racing against the daylight. And everything is just kind of sitting in here right now. Nothing's actually like fully screwed down. I do have like one screw in at least everything, so it's not moving anywhere. But I mean, look at this thing. It is so much better than the old one. Like, in every way. Everything fits so much better in this thing. And I think this was a major success. So now all I need to do is get the hinges for the windshield screwed into this. And then I need to get a hole cut out for the switch panel in that. Now in the old one, we had the switch panel right here smack in the center. We're not going to do that because looking at this thing, I mean, it's still really small. And the steering wheel is probably going to be about 12 to 13 inches in diameter. And it's going to take up like a ton of space on this. And you'd have to reach around to hit the switches and whatnot. So I'm going to move the switch panel kind of over on that side, along with the radio. That all will be there. And probably some of the gauges will be over there too. But for now, I'm going to leave it blank because I want to get a final design mocked up before I do any cutting. So anyways, I think we can finish off this video with getting the windshield screwed on, and we'll call it good. And there you go. The windshield is fully mounted. I moved the solid part of the hinge to this piece instead of the top piece because if you remember on the old one there was a huge gap like right here. That is now gone with this new setup. The straps are nice and tight, so I did the measurement correctly in terms of that. And that's pretty much it. Not much else to really do with it right now. It's still March as of the recording of this video. It's still pretty cold outside, although it's pretty nice today, but still not boat season yet. So that's all I'm going to do with this thing for now. I'm guessing videos will be uploaded regularly probably in May or something like that. I don't know. It's just kind of a wild guess right now. But other than that, there is one other thing. The stupid taillight broke for some reason. I was cutting off that gusset right there because that's where the primary drive shaft is going to go through. And I just kind of did that and it just broke off like effortlessly. I'm not really sure why. It's probably just a product defect. I've had these same exact taillights on a different trailer for like 7 years and they are still fine. And those are the ones that have been beat to crap. So I'm guessing it's just a defect in the plastic molding, but it still kind of sucks. Because that's more money I have to spend. Other than that, that's going to be it. And I'll see you guys in the next video.